We are Highland Park.
Do you like suspense? Good. Pull out your phone and YouTube at Chaz Mentor Productions. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'ma see you in a minute.
Hey Detroit, it's your girl Queen Dinah over here at Worldwide Core Radio. Catch my pop-up appearances on the Goddess Hour from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Thursday. Yeah! Peace.
Yeah. Just break my heart, nigga. You know what you signed up for? You sure? Genocide on your own people, my nigga. It's a lie. You're living a lie. Yeah. I feel like an alien in my own lands. And though I'm grateful you saved me, the homies hating me lately. They can't relate, they think it's fake the way your grace it is shady. My neighborhood's crazy, just like a baby. I'm trying to cradle it in my own hands. And Lord knows I'm knowing I ain't the savior, but the least that I could do is try to lead them to him. And we are so broken in our behavior, but imagine what we could do if my people knew him. When I never had nothing, the hood was there, but I didn't have nothing, I couldn't care. Then I met the risen Christ and was given life, so now I'm living life to give him life. What I shouldn't share, betraying the homeboys, I wouldn't dare. But if I say I love him, gotta tell him the truth. The fatherless follow us and then get swallowed up by the same game that swallowed us. It's obvious we fell in the youth. You see that Ruger in his hand glistening, that little shooter think you'll love him if he bust for you, but you were just using him for your ambitions, and he couldn't see nothing because he trusted you. He gave his life for your hype, he's doing life for a stripe, and you won't even write, bro, a kite. You need the little homies living wrong to get it on. That's why you ain't the one that's trying to fight for what's right for real. Hope you listen, I ain't dissing, I'm trying to plead with you. And there ain't rarely that's in it and got some influence. The little homies is listening to what you feed. If you said it, he did it, ain't no coincidence. The big homies raised us to die for him. On the other hand, it was Christ gave his life for us. They said that love's earned, so we would ride for him, but God love with no return, somebody lied to us. Brotherly love overcomes our destruction. Yeah, that's the acronym for blood, right? Christ's love overcame our destruction. I guess he the only one doing blood right. Community, revolution, and progress. That's the acronym for crib, right? Christ unity's the solution to progress. I guess he the only one doing crib right. Yeah, yeah. Somebody lied to us. Somebody lied to us. Somebody lied to us. Come on, somebody lied to us. You see it, somebody lied to us. I swear somebody lied to us. They wouldn't be the ones that would die for us. Christ did it on the cross, somebody lied to us.
I try to talk to the streets, but they don't learn. Till you can't help them and gotta tell them it's your turn. Jail time is a candle with a slow burn. That's if you blessed with death, it's no return. Hopped off the porch and we came out of broken homes. Never seen a happy family portrait till we broken home. Knuckles ain't right from the fights, many broken bones. Heard we was kings, so we settled for a broken throne. I understand, for real I was you. Now I'm trying to tell you what you think is real's not true. Love yelling cuz I was real bout blue. Now I'm covered in his blood like a real die move. The streets say you real when they crying at your wake. If you walk away to get your life right, then you fake. So I either gotta die, live a life full of hate, to be real in your eyes, realize that it ain't love. We try to make the gang full of void, but we can't still avoid that the pain of a boy still remains, and the noise in our brain is a voice of Satan telling us the pain this is poison. So when the homie gets smoked by the enemies and the thoughts of revenge take your energy, just know the same devil that manipulated y'all got them. So who the real enemy? Geppetto got you thinking that you're real, boy. Pin the okey doke on the low, that's a kill, boy. Grip of blood, we done shed a grip of blood. Before you spit a slug at another thug, better chill, boy. Cause when you kill him, you kill you. Taking lives hardens hearts, that it will do. I'm talking to the fake and the real goons. Somebody lied to us, listen to the real truth.
Yeah, brotherly love overcomes our destruction. Yeah, that's the acronym for blood, right? Christ's love overcame our destruction. I guess he the only one doing blood right. Community, revolution, and progress. That's the acronym for CRIP, right? Christ unity's the solution to progress. I guess he the only one doing CRIP right. Yeah, somebody lied to us. Somebody lied to us. Somebody lied to us. Come on, somebody lied to us. You see it, somebody lied to us. I swear somebody lied to us. They wouldn't be the ones that would die for us. Christ did it on the cross. Somebody lied to us. He wanna be famous, so he's saying he functionary nigga in the gang amongst them. And he caught up in the gang of funk and caught a case. And the judge made the same assumption, so they hit him with a gang injunction, The homie said he got you, he made blood spill. But he only did it for the blood thrill. Plus he only did it off that drug pill. But he got you feeling like the love's real. Now you feeling like you owe him a body, so you roll and you body somebody and your bodies they climb. But the same one that molded those bodies, he is holding your body, he gon' body your body in time. Yeah, now they celebrating hell cause they feeling like they'll never get to Zion cause they lost faith. Selling they soul for a little bit of fame. They gon' know it ain't no game when they die and they see God's face. Yeah, the world's cold and hell is hot. We stuck up in this melting pot. Instead of helping them, we selling rock. Yeah, living selfish while you tell us stop. I ain't judging, I'm just stating facts. And I pray that we repent, cause it's too late the day you come get us. Look how the slum did us, you the only one with us. Regenerate our faith and have grace on my young niggas. Brotherly love overcomes our destruction. Yeah, that's the acronym for blood, right? Christ's love overcame our destruction. I guess he the only one doing blood right. Community, revolution, and progress. That's the acronym for CRIP, right? Christ unity's the solution to progress. I guess he the only one doing CRIP right. Yeah, somebody lied to us. Somebody lied to us. Somebody lied to us. Come on, somebody lied to us. You see it, somebody lied to us. I swear somebody lied to us. They wouldn't be the ones that would die for us. Christ did it on the cross, somebody lied to us.
Good afternoon, Detroit. You are on Detroiters United Radio broadcast at WHPR 88.1 FM. You're sitting with your girl, Queen Dinah, today, the voice of Detroit. And I am so privileged to come before you today. We're going to have a excellent show today. We have some influential guests here in the studio today. We're going to be talking some community talk today about some of the things that are actually going on in our community. Before we get to our topics, indeed, we are going to thank our sponsors. We have a sponsorship board here at Detroiters United Radio broadcast. It's called I Am a Detroiter.
Okay.
And so we have several sponsors that have indeed joined that sponsorship board, and we want to acknowledge them at this time. And so are you guys ready for roll call? Roll call! Glossy Lips, Boss Blink, Jackson Heating and Cooling. And I want to say a special thank you to Jackson's Heating and Cooling. My water tank went out this weekend on the day of my granddaughter's birthday party. And he was so kind to hurry up and send a serviceman. Yeah. The serviceman got there very, very quickly, and he solved our problem very quickly. And so you want to reach out to Jackson Heating and Cooling because he is indeed providing professional services at 313-330-3992. That's Jackson Heating and Cooling. We also have EK Fashions, JJ Amore, Nano Materials and Processing, Shalali Pop, Rasta Beauty, Honey Reed's Universal Accessories, Dawood Shabazz Art LLC. And I want to give a special shout out to Dawood Shabazz Art LLC because this particular segment is going to help you. You are an artist, and this is a show that you should be tuning into because we're going to empower the artists today, myself and Mrs. Robinson, Janelle Robinson here. We also have the Allure Empire LLC, Bruce J. Shine, he's a barber, Decor Development, Nothing But Brownies, V's Hair and More, Taking the world by storm, EAE Towing, Brave Clothing LLC, Ife Nabawi, Miss Love. Thank you for reaching out to me, Miss Bowie, and I want to welcome you to I Am a Detroiter. We also have Satin's Symphony Brand, United Credit Education Service, Mikey's Shoe Cleaning and Repair, BFG Collection, MK Pretty Parlor, Dare to Be Bodied, Red Eye Medicinals, Gentleman's Barbershop. On our Motown sponsors list, we have WHPR 88.1 FM. By all means, you can download the app at WHPR TV Now. We have Ameriplan, the benefits with telemedicine and more, Miss Terry Davis. We also have Your Own Uniqueness. Please, ladies and gentlemen, check into her magazine called Discovering You. You can catch that on my Facebook page, wall, also on our group page, Detroiters United Radio Broadcast Group. If you are not a part of the group, make sure you go there now and become part of our group so that you can catch all of the interesting information that's coming through there. And last but not least, on our Motown sponsors is Mars Music and Recording Studios. Those guys are out there in Southfield. They're jamming on the one, Mr. Turhan Earl Van Dyke and Grady Steele. My top sponsors, Detroit Soul sponsors, are Art Ops, Herb Family Foundation, the McKinney Foundation, Worldwide Core Radio, CAHP, and also HPBA, Paystyle Records, Chaz Mentor Productions, Detroiters United Radio Broadcast, and Queen Dinah Projects LLC. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see more about our sponsors on the website. That's queendinahprojects.net. You can also follow up and see this broadcast again on our YouTube page. Just punch in those keywords, Detroiters United Radio Broadcast. We have a few more sponsors, and I will be kind enough to put them in the roll call later on during the show. I would like to go ahead and get this show started because we have a lot of content that we have to add today. I want to welcome to today's show the voice of Detroit, Miss Janelle Robinson, y'all. Y'all give it up, give it up, give it up. We'll do the snaps. We'll do the snaps.
Yeah, I haven't been
We'll do the snaps.
Mr. Joel Green, Joel Fluent Green.
Oh man,
yes.
Joel Fluent Green, that's my man's. That's my man's. You know, we
got me snapping.
Girl, I tried to get him in here when we first started the show, but you know he's so busy.
Yeah, he's
with
very busy.
all his shows.
Yeah, he's so dope.
Yes, he is. That's a dope brother indeed. Shout out to Joel.
Shout out.
That's my boy. All right, y'all. We came to talk to y'all today about Art Ops, which is an arts organization. I have been so blessed by Art Ops that, of course, I had to get the young lady here in an interview today because I want to share with my fellow artists, you know, how Art Ops helped me as an artist. And so, again, welcome, Janelle. Thank you so much. And so let's just get right into it. So first and foremost, I would like to understand, how long has Art Ops been operating?
Well, Art Ops is a very unique organization because it started off, it's owned by a parent company, which is called Detroit Chamber Winds and Strings.
Okay.
Detroit Chamber Winds and Strings does chamber music, and they also had a friend, Great Lakes Chamber Music Festival. And these two arts organizations said, you know, we can do more if we work together.
Yes.
So collaboration is what started Art Ops.
Absolutely.
So Art Ops, and I'm breathing through this cloth mask, but Art Ops came together through this collaboration, and so the two organizations decided to share administrative services. So the example I always give people is, if you think about a chef, you go to a great restaurant.
Yes.
He cooks, a wonderful meal. He knows how to pair the sauces with the meats and everything like that. But does he know how to do payroll? Right.
Right.
Does he know how to set the chairs up to entice new customers to come in?
He might not know how to do payroll.
He may not know how to do it. So you need someone like a restaurateur who has the business side of food service to come in and help you.
Yes.
So that is what Art Ops provides. We provide the business side of performing arts.
Absolutely. I love that. And that is like one of my goals. One of my messages, I always tell the artists that are coming up this way that you have to be about your business. The talent is only 10% of a career.
Yeah.
But that business, you get that business administrated properly behind you,
right,
and honey, it's nothing they can keep from you.
Right. And this is what we do. We kind of take that burden off, because artists want to create art, right? They don't want to be paying taxes all the time.
Right.
So how in the world can you figure out, your development plan, and like we talked about grants a little bit, like how are you going to be able to do all those things and put on like a great show, right?
Absolutely.
So you might need some help. So we primarily work with organizations at this time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're an arts organization, you can come to Art Ops and get like an a la carte of services. So you may need development help, but you may not need help with marketing, or vice versa. My role in the Herb Family Foundation, I thank them for this, because they allowed us to have the funds available for our clients. We're based in Southfield, Michigan.
Yes.
So our clients pay for play, right? So they pay us to give them whatever the service is. Well, with Herb Family Foundation giving us the money, we were able to then provide those services to residents in Highland Park and artists in Highland Park.
Wonderful.
So that they're not paying for that service. Is already paid for through the foundation.
Wonderful, wonderful. That is a big deal right there, because I know plenty of artists running around here calling themselves starving artists and things of that nature when they don't have to be.
No.
They can come to organizations such as Art Ops and get the help that they need to get their career going.
Definitely. And so one of the things that we did actually last December, which feels like 5 years ago, but last December, we put on our first professional development workshop in Highland Park.
Wow.
And it was called How to Not Be a Starving Artist.
Say that again. How to not be a starving artist, okay? Listen.
Yeah, financial literacy workshop. So we had panel of experts there. People can ask whatever questions. And we're looking to like repeat more of that professional development stuff. So
Absolutely.
we're trying to help artists out as much as we can for as long as we can, because the grant for the Herb Family Foundation unfortunately runs out next year. So right now the project has evolved into creating an arts and cultural council, which will kind of serve Art Ops' role, but it'll be owned and regulated and run by residents in the city of Highland Park.
Wonderful. I love that. So now let's talk a little bit about, you said that you have a grant opportunity that is coming up.
Yeah, so our grant is once a year,
Okay.
which you were able to participate in.
Yes.
So that grant is in process. That means there's no open grants for it right now. But I'm pulling up my phone because one of our friends and partners is Culture Source.
Culture Source. Write this down. Write this down.
They have a website, which I think is just culturesource.org, but don't quote me on that.
Okay.
But right now, they have a Creators of Culture 2020 grant application. It's open, so they don't have the date of the close. But this grant is $150,000 to venues and artists. So that means you don't have to be a nonprofit. Like we work with nonprofits as far as the business side. When we have our grants, it's open to a lot of different people. But for them, you can be an artist, an individual, or independent artist, I should say, or a venue, and they're giving unrestricted funds for of $3,000 to $5,000.
Oh, write that down. Write that down. Now you said Culture Source has funds.
Yes,
and
$150,000. So they give away $3,000 to $5,000, and I have a phone number too.
Oh wait, Write that down. What's
And I'm
the
gonna look
number?
up their website too. Their phone number is 313
313
831
831
1151.
1151.
And I have a person ask for Jane.
Jane.
Yep.
I will be calling Jane.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and now they have a website. Do we want to give that out?
Yeah, I'm trying to get my stuff to work, but it's Culture Source. One word .org.
Oh. Perfect.
Yep, this is what they look like. This is their view.
I don't know if y'all can see that, but it looks something like that.
Yeah.
Right there. Okay, but if you're not listening or watching, too bad for your luck, because you're going to miss that. Okay, we love you, but...
and I'm not sure how long it's open for, but I would look into applying, ASAP. So.
Yeah. If you about your money, you better get on it right now. You better get on it before I get off of work. Because once I get up off this desk, honey, I'm on to the next one. Okay?
And it's cool. I'm going to read some more eligibility stuff on here, because it says applicants may apply to one category, and they must be in Wayne, Oakland, Macomb, Washtenaw, Livingston, Monroe, or St. Clair. So that's basically
wonderful.
All
of Michigan.
All of us live.
Yeah.
Us assists live
all
in these places.
All of us is artists.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of us is artists. Yes. That's what it's about right there. I love that.
Yeah. So it's kind of quick. It says applications open September 15th. First grant decisions will be made on September 30th, so you better hustle.
Oh yeah. Mine is going down immediately, honey. I'm gonna
got a whole weekend to work on it.
I'm canceling some appointments for it. You better believe it. Okay, so y'all heard that. So y'all don't y'all never tell nobody that the queen didn't bring y'all that money. Okay, because she keep bringing it before y'all. It's on you.
And it's unrestricted. That's the other part.
It's unrestricted.
Yeah.
Do you know how powerful that is? Not in the grant world, not many individuals can apply for grants.
Exactly.
Most of the time you do have to indeed go to a nonprofit organization or through a nonprofit organization or
you
a
have
church.
to be invited to apply too. Some of those grants, you can't just go up to them. You have to be invited to apply.
Or pay to apply, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And so here it is today, guys. We have been blessed with Miss Janelle Robinson and her being able to give us out some valuable information. So now, Janelle, I would like to address you.
Okay.
Yes. So what part do you play in the organizational structure? What is your task?
So my official title is Community Engagement Officer.
Yes.
And my role is a grant-funded position through the Fisher Foundation. Mm-hmm. It's a depleting grant, so that means that the longer I'm there, the less money that we get. Mm-hmm. So we had to find other ways to support my position. So it's no pressure.
Right.
But the role is a pioneering role. So we had someone before me, my predecessor, Amanda Bankston, who lived in Highland Park, got to know the area, and really had this vision to kind of help the residents here. Right. So I kind of picked up her vision and ran with it, but I've expanded the role quite a bit. Mm-hmm. She unfortunately had to have like 2 or 3 jobs at once, so they saw that this needs to be broken apart.
Right.
So my role is to help strengthen relationships between our clients and the communities that we are in.
Yes.
But I have a personal mission it's a non-secret Underground Railroad
yes
mission to just help elevate communities of color with access to the arts. And it's not so much an artistic ecosystem, more as it's an economic structure, right?
Absolutely.
We can see the arts as a way to build ourselves up economically.
Absolutely.
To deal with the kind of maybe gentrification that might be happening in some of our communities. Some of us losing our identities as our communities and our culture. So if we can have a stronger understanding of how we, can fund projects, or how we can collaborate together when we don't have a lot, but if we all can kind of share and do our part, we can make programs more sustainable.
Absolutely.
That's definitely what I focus on.
And that is like the key to being an artist, right there, So many artists, they go half their career and don't have what's necessary to be a professional.
Right.
You can jump. Anybody can jump out there on a stage.
Yeah.
But to actually have your marketing together, have your business together, have your team together.
Yeah.
Is an art in itself.
Right. And I'm just laughing because I was imagining somebody just jumping on stage, but
yes, because they do that too.
Yes.
Bless they heart.
Yes.
Okay, well, we're going to start sending the Sandman out on them, though.
Yeah.
With the bomb.
That crane.
With the boom.
What I was going to say, though, what we did with Highland Park, which was really cool, and I talk about Highland Park because that's where our focus is, right?
Yes.
That's the area that I service. Mm-hmm. And we, a lot of bigger foundations, we come into a community maybe that we don't live in or work in on a regular basis, and, you drop a bunch of money and everybody's excited. But then when the money runs out or you don't get the grant renewal, then, the program goes to the trash, right?
Yeah, you're back to zero.
So my goal, coming from a community where I've seen that happen a few times, I wanted to not be a contributor of the foolishness, right?
Right.
So I said every skill set that I learn and gain through this position, my goal is to transfer that knowledge to the residents here.
Absolutely.
So we came up with this idea of an arts council. So we have residents and artists, be a part of this kind of like 10-man. It's about 9 people right now.
Yeah.
That are on this board.
Okay.
And we do different activities. So we do First Fridays, Highland Park. But like I said, we're also looking to do this professional development, which we kind of started in.
Okay.
But we partnered up with the Highland Park Business Association, one of your sponsors.
There you go. Highland Park Business Association.
Yeah.
Shout out. Thank you so much for all your efforts to the city of Highland Park and more.
So the council is called the Highland Park Arts and Cultural Council, and we set it up as an arm of the Highland Park Business Association so that they have the connection with the 501c3. It's a trusted entity between municipality as well as residents, and it can continue on even when RDOPS leaves. So right now, all we're doing is preparation. So we just applied for our first grant, like the actual council members.
Wonderful.
Like wrote the grant, so we're trying to help them with that professional development. They wrote this grant for the let me see what the name of it, Neighbor Hub grant in Detroit. It was it just closed last Friday. So
wow. So now you all have a way to contact our ops, a way to have people stay in tune with what you're offering. Can we give that information out really quick before we take our commercial break here?
Yeah, so again, my name is Janelle Robinson, excuse me, and it's spelled Jainelle. I can give out my cell phone number because we're not in the office right now.
Okay.
It's 248-843-7835.
Okay.
And also, if you message us on Facebook at the either RDOPS is on Facebook.
Yes.
Detroit Chamber Winds and Strings is on Facebook.
Okay.
Or the Highland Park Arts and Cultural Council is also on Facebook. So
I love it.
Any of those messages will get to me. And then, of course, my email, which is my last name, Robinson.
Yes.
At art-ops.org. So.
Like arts special operations.
Yeah, special ops.
Special operations. You understand me?
Some military stuff.
Wow. On some real military stuff. Okay, we formatted. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. We worked really hard putting this interview together.
Yeah.
I appreciate you sharing with the community
for sure.
what you actually have to offer and how it can help us, go further in our careers and things of that nature. This is a blessing. Thank you.
I'll tell you this part, and you can always cut me off because I'll go on forever about how dope
well,
and talented people are.
You got 1 minute, 2 minutes.
1 minute.
1 minute.
1 minute is that there's a misconception that when you go into certain communities of color, or whatever description that people try to give us every day.
Yes.
But it's a misconception when you go into those communities that you have to bring something or, elevate this and that. The arts are there. The capability is there.
Yes.
It's the access, right? That's
Absolutely.
the only thing that people didn't have. They didn't know how to get the money.
Yeah, they didn't know how.
So, or how to better work together. So all we're doing is just helping the professional development access skills, because as far as the talent and the wealth of culture, it's already there. It's just a matter of getting the door open so that people can have access to more things.
Absolutely.
And get their programs and platforms out there.
Absolutely. Look at it. Look at the expression right there. Hey, again, I want to thank you, Art Ops, for joining me today. Look at your girl getting y'all the money. We're going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to come back with what's going on, Detroit. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace and blessings.
One aim, one destiny. One destiny. Africa. Africa. For the African. For the African. Those at home. Those at home. Those abroad. Those abroad. One God. One God. One aim. One aim. One destiny. One destiny. Africa. Africa. For the African. For the African. Those at home. Those at home. Those abroad. Those abroad. One God. One God. One aim. One aim. One destiny. One destiny. Africa. Africa. For the African. For the African. Those at home. Those at home. And those abroad. And those abroad.
I really can't imagine where I would be without you, God.
I meditate and pray.
Strengthen me in my lowest moments and carry me through life.
I meditate and pray.
Without you, I'm nothing. So I keep on praying and meditate.
I meditate and pray.
Taking me to my highest elevation.
I keep my faith every day that I pray. It feels good to meditate and pray.
Meditate and pray.
Belief in God is for my life today. Therefore, I meditate and pray.
Meditate and pray.
I keep my faith every day that I pray. It feels good to meditate and pray.
Meditate and pray.
Belief in God is for my life today. Therefore, I meditate and pray.
Meditate.
I take time out from the world inside a lonely room, knees crossed on the floor nearly every afternoon. I close my eyes, forget about the problems and stress. Let my brain cool off and give my body a rest. With prayer, I gotta get a lot of things off my chest, cause this negative energy is creating a mess. There are lots of mistakes that I'm gonna confess, but the glitch in my soul is settled in its nest. I'm not worried about what probably is happening next. When I don't think about it, it only means that I'm blessed. The solar energy provides my mentality help. This meditation is clear, it seems like that I self. No sadness, no mourning, no reason to wilt. This soul searching is absolutely needed for self. So anytime that you question that nobody is still, take a moment and relax with meditation and prayer. I keep my faith every day that I pray. It feels good to meditate and pray.
Meditate and pray.
Belief in God is for my life today. Therefore, I meditate and pray.
Meditate and pray.
I keep my faith every day that I pray. It feels good to meditate and pray.
Meditate and pray.
Belief in God is for my life today. Therefore, I meditate and pray.
Meditate and pray. It's that good energy. Conscious minds that we seek for the greater. Letting go of bad vibes, connected one with our Savior. Seeking higher to rise, it's like a dove, ascended into the skies. It's at times I fall to my face like Abdullah Shabazz. A deeper way to pray, like a fast within the mass. It's alone, I need my time away in silence. Without the two, it's a bit hard to get into alignment. Too many thoughts is racing, overtaking my mind. With the world filled with violence, then with distractions and cancers, I need answers. With the one divine power that understands us, we can't always speak. At times we have to listen to teach, keeping me in search of guidance like a light on my feet. Altering my steps on the altar I rest when I'm burdened and weak. With my eyes closed, the darkness I see. It's where I find my solace and peace.
I keep my faith every day that I pray. It feels good to meditate and pray.
Meditate and pray.
Belief in God is for my life today. Therefore, I meditate and pray.
Meditate and pray.
I keep my faith every day that I pray. It feels good to meditate and pray.
Meditate and pray.
Belief in God is for my life today. Therefore, I meditate and pray.
Meditate and pray.
With meditation and prayer, spiritually, Abdullah's not available for sale. And also, my faith in God ain't frail. Almost thought of suicide, but today I prevail. Now I'm here, a testimony to tell. I'm focused spiritually, the thoughts are going to hell. But anytime I need to vent out a yell, I just fight, y'all, with only meditation and prayer. I keep my faith every day that I pray. It feels good to meditate and pray.
I meditate and pray.
Believe in God for my life today. Therefore, I meditate and pray.
I meditate and pray.
I keep my faith every day that I pray. It feels good to meditate and pray.
I meditate and pray.
Believe in God for my life today. Therefore, I meditate and pray.
I meditate and pray.
Yo, I meditate and I pray. Now say it with me, y'all.
I meditate and I pray.
And say it with me, y'all.
I meditate and I pray.
And say it with me, y'all.
I meditate and I pray.
And keep it going, y'all.
I meditate and I pray.
And keep it going, y'all.
I meditate and I pray.
2 more times, y'all.
I meditate and I pray.
1 more time, y'all.
I meditate and I pray.
Excuse me in a murder city. Hey, hey, scream that for me. Hey, hey, motherfucking murder city. Hey, hey, scream that for me. Hey, we in the motherfucking murder city. Hey, hey, scream that for me. Hey, hey, excuse me in a murder city. Hey, hey, scream that for me. Hey, hey, excuse me in a murder city.
Yeah, my chop shop is popping on October 31st. Max bringing in the work, he even rolled up in the hearse. Grand Theft Auto when you slipping at that red light. Chop shop rolled up, you get jacked on sight. They burnt down the church and the cars in the parking lot. They burnt down my neighbor's house, burnt down the weed spot. Oh, damn it, now I can't get high. So this Halloween, somebody might have to die. Them two steady tricking, cause they know I got them streets. Cause I'm getting hella bread, banging out these beats, banging out they box when I bang them in the sheets. Every Halloween, all these stores dressing like some freaks. Like, damn, ish, you know we keep it live though. I'm a champ on these beats, where the f*** my title? Vampire shit sucking more than blood. It's a Detroit Halloween, roll up that crud.
I'm inside a little crusher is my idol. Ready for a murder city, yes, title. Go to church, pray the Bible. From the city where it's all about survival. I'm inside a little crusher is my idol. Ready for a murder city, yes, title. Go to church, pray the Bible. From the city where it's all about survival. Couple 9s to 45 singing a tank. 200 K's a gauge and just a few grenades. My area's got a truck of K's. 16 vet for days. I'm made like the modules, being mind of your movies. That's why my moves be Swift Jack Ruby. It's Grand Theft Auto. Murder City, that's my world, nigga. You just in it, got your life in my hand. Till this clip finish. So now you know player one is Max J. How many dead motherfuckers in the way? Watch bloodshed with $50 million on the plate. For that type of niggas, a race or a race. Grand Theft Auto, Murder City, it's my world, nigga. You just seen it, got your life in my hand. Till this clip finish. So now you know player one is Max J. How many dead motherfuckers in the way? Watch bloodshed with $50 million on the plate. For that type of niggas, a race your whole race. I'm inside a little crusher is my idol. Ready for a murder city, yes, title. Go to church, pray the Bible. From the city where it's all about survival. I'm inside a little crusher is my idol. Ready for a murder city, yes, title. Go to church, pray the Bible. From the city where it's all about survival. 150 in a lodge, just stole a dog. 5500 Chevy in the supercharge. Pushing at the shop, only jar 5 large. State boy, shut my ass with the radar. I'm in the fast lane, nigga, ain't stopping now. And ain't run 100 miles. Whole port in the street, take your nuts to trial. You see what mega houses out of me?
We were talking about access, and what's the name of it? Access.
So 1965, there was a law written basically about the arts. Like the National Endowment for Arts is based off of this.
Yes,
this
I
law.
am familiar. I'm familiar.
And so that law, a lot of arts funding are kind of interpreted through that law. But the truth is, if you understand it, you can find a way to interpret it for yourself and get those funds pivoted and turned towards your own community.
Absolutely, and that's what we're doing. We are turning the funds toward our community to help our artists. You know, our artists go through a lot, you know, with very little security, right? And that's one of the reasons why we are addressing Max Julian, Justice for Max Julian today. Because indeed, that brother gave his life here for artistry, right? And now we have to turn around and do something to help him, right? And that's what we're doing here today. And so you heard her, you heard Janelle say National Endowment.
I got the name of it.
Is
it's
one
the
of
National Foundation on the Arts and the Humanities Act of 1965.
Okay.
And it's to provide the establishment of National Foundation on the Arts and Humanities to promote progress, scholarship, and the humanities and arts in the United States.
Wonderful. Okay, so this is one of this is one of the resources that we want to begin to tap into. If you are an artist and you have not tapped in to the National Endowment Arts for Humanity, then that is a place that you should very well go. Get started right away. Don't wait just because something's not open, the deadlines and things of that nature. Go on there now and find out what the requirements are so that you can indeed get involved when the books do open. Yep. Right? Yep. All right, so we're live on What's Going On Detroit, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to introduce to you Super MC.
Yo, what up, dog?
Thank you so much for coming, my brother. Now, this is a big deal today because, again, we are doing this dedication today to two people specifically, Max Julian and my sister Monique Williams Green. We grew up with these people. We served concerts with these people. We have all been able to sleep in some of the same houses with each other and, do parties together and live together and eat together, and our brother has fallen.
Yes.
There's something going on in the community here. I saw 2, 4, and 7. You was on 2, 4, and 7, brother.
Yeah.
Now, what has happened?
I mean, we started the protest on the 15th, September 15th, which was a couple of days after Max was found. When we got the call, we was just looking for him, trying to find out what had happened to him. We didn't know. So once we found out what happened to him and where he was at, because we thought he was at some type of a club, you know what I'm saying, or some type of a bar. We was calling on what is Bob's? What is Bob's?
Right.
So we thought it was B.O.B.'s on the east side. B.O.B.'s, I think, is like a motorcycle gang or something.
Yeah.
So we was like, oh snap, oh man, like, we just,
what are you doing over
there?
That's what I was thinking.
We was, with this Bob thing. So we like, Bob, so we called him from the east side to the west side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know how my phone is.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we called. My man's like, well, it's a Bob's Pizza place on the west side. I'm like, nah, he said east side. So dog called back and he was like, he's up there on 7 Mile. He's found up there on 7 Mile behind some building. He's like, what? 7 Mile? What? He's like, it's called Bob's. Bob's what? We like, Bob what? So then. Now I start calling the homies all around the way.
Yeah.
They like, well, the only thing I know is a psychedelic shack next to the water station.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what? So once we got that information where he was at and the place, so now we trying to find out what happened, what's going on, right? So the next day, people sending me like, man, check this video, look at this.
Yeah, I saw it.
I see the video and I look at his name, so I go jump on his page and I'm looking at the video from the page and the video it go away. Yo, what the, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whoa.
What happened?
So luckily I forgot who had sent it to me. Like, so boom. So I downloaded it. Like, bam, look at this. Whoa.
Yeah.
So we looking at this video of Mac's body being took out of the treehouse, right?
Yeah.
And while he's being taken out of the treehouse, the owner is like, that boy is cold.
Yeah.
He won't be
coming back.
Well, we're having music tonight.
Yeah,
Blair. We got music by Judy Moon. Like,
I couldn't believe it.
My whole thing is. It's like we're like that was totally insensitive and like where is the respect to this man that you claim to be called his friend? Like Max knew Bob. You feel me? So
and he was a popular person of our community. He was an artist, an uptown artist of our community, and he was doing the open mics up there.
You know what I'm saying? So this guy knew him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that's the way somebody that and you saw them in that way being pulled out like that, you would make any kind of a joke or any type of reference like that. Yeah. But then it's like when you look at it deeper, it's like the disrespect, no show of remorse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is a black man in a black community.
Right.
And
right.
then you look at the things that go on up there since we've been up there and the stuff that we've been seeing, like crazy.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, you look at how Max was found.
Right.
Right? You look at how he was found. He was found in the treehouse, in a kiddie slide, tube slide, upside down in the kiddie slide with his feet on the deck, and his top part of his torso is in the slide upside down. And then that little short proximity, Max was like 5'5". I'm 5'5". Max is like 5'7".
Yeah.
So in that little proximity, it's like, how does a grown man fit himself into that slide like that? You know what I'm saying?
And I'm 4'11".
Right.
And I can't fit in that kiddie slide.
I'm just saying it's crazy. Like, if he was up there and they trying to relate his death to an overdose, we don't know that because we got to wait for the lab reports to come back or whatever. But in the picture that's being posted that everybody has seen, he's laying there and then it's like a crack pipe conveniently placed to the side, you know.
Right.
And I'm like, how does a person, if he was up there and he overdosed, how does a person fall into that slide?
Right.
Like, me and you could get on that in that treehouse and push each other at any angle of that treehouse, and me and you would not fall in that slide in that manner.
Right.
Also, where the slide is, it's a big tree right there. The trunk of the tree is there. The treehouse is built around the tree. You understand?
Yeah.
So that space, right?
Before.
That space in between the slide is really small.
Yeah.
So how does a 5'7" man end up in that peculiar position?
Right. Fall into the slide.
Right. Now check this out. If he was having some type of complications up there, and a person might think to jump down, like just jump, and you'll get on the ground, maybe somebody will see me when I fall. Or a person might think in their head, well, the fastest way down is the slide. You up in the treehouse, well, the fastest way down is the slide, but actually it's not.
Right.
You know, gravity pulls you faster than the slide. You feel me?
It might have been the safest fastest.
Right, it's the safest fastest. Okay.
But if you fall and then you're not thinking of the safest fastest, you're just trying to.
Right. But listen, if a person was to figure that out and like, okay, when I'm having complications, I need to get off this thing, wouldn't they go down Superman style, like forward on their belly, or they would have grabbed the thing and slid in like that? They wouldn't have went in like this.
No, definitely not.
They wouldn't have went in like this. And then the way those chairs was positioned, even if he would have fell towards that slide, he would have been crunched up. He wouldn't have necessarily fell into the hole. He would have fell and hit the bar and then fell on the floor and been crunched on the floor. He wouldn't have fell like this and end up like that. It's
on the back.
On his back. And then
on a kiddie slide.
Right, on a kiddie tube slide. It's a tube slide. It's not a slide that you just could walk in and just sit down in. It's a tube.
Yeah.
You have to swing in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to me,
I don't like the sound of that at all.
And my thing is, you know what I'm saying? Like, for him to post that and him to say that things, he had no remorse. He had no respect. That was very
disrespectful.
No respect for that man's life. No respect for, you know, what he contributed to that place.
Yeah.
And I think it should be shut down.
And his family.
Right. It should be shut down.
Absolutely.
Because would McDonald's do that? Would Wendy's have done that?
No, they wouldn't.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
they wouldn't do that.
They would have probably wrote out an official statement, an apology, apologized to his family, blah blah blah. We've been up there protesting since the 15th.
No, they would have had to pay for that.
Right? They would have. Yeah, for sure. And that's what we're trying to do. Like, in this situation, like, we've been up there protesting, you know, since the 15th. Now, if somebody really actually cared, we would see the care from that gentleman. We would see him show us that he cared. Like, okay, we would have been up there with our Max signs. He would have came outside with his Max signs. Like, what are you talking about? It's the same party. You know, I love this guy. But it's not that. He gets in his truck and drives through the protesters. He does all type of little weird stuff and sends other people to do weird stuff. But we keep the integrity of the protests, and we keep the integrity of ourselves, because this is a nonviolent movement to get justice, to get what we seeking.
What it's all about right there.
So we know the baiting and the ploying and all of that that's going on, but not even just discussing the thing with Max. when we went up there to protest for Max, the things that we saw, and then the things that we've been hearing from the neighbors and just people that was frequent with that spot is crazy and appalling.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, it's one thing to have an issue with something, right? But then it's another thing to go towards that issue and then uncover 300 other issues.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. In our artist community, though.
You know, and my thing is, regardless to a man's vices, regardless to what anybody's vices is, right?
Right.
They still deserve to be loved.
Absolutely.
They still deserve to have justice.
Yes,
you know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? And they still deserve to have people that care about them, want to know why, and want to know what happened to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real.
Yes.
Regardless to how he fell. You know, but then you got to look at how he fell. Then look how he was found.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't even make any sense in that case. And then his body was out there for 12 hours.
I was gonna say his remains still deserve a certain amount of respect.
He was out there. He was out there for 12 hours, Dinah, on this establishment. That's like you coming over my house and dying on my patio, and you sitting on the patio
And
for
I
12
just left
hours.
you there.
And I just and I'm just there on the.
And that business is open every single day.
And
to
people
the public.
come right. People are coming by all
the
day.
time.
So you mean is this guy up here for 12 hours and nobody's seen him? Right. So then they say they were there. Then they say they wasn't there. They say we kicked them a couple times. But dig this: if you see somebody in a peculiar position like that, my first reaction wouldn't be to kick him.
No.
My first reaction would be, "Yo,
while
I'm on the phone calling somebody to help him."
Yes.
I'll be yelling while I'm calling.
Are
somebody
you
to help
all
him.
right?
Right. While
Are
I'm on
you right?
You see what I'm saying? And then while they're once they found out him and found, that he was lifeless, then you go behind that. You go behind all of that
And make a
video and say about somebody that you were frequent with. So if I fell down and I was this way, Dinah, you wouldn't be like that boy. You'd be like, "Oh man, my dog Soup. Oh my gosh, what happened to Soup?
Yes.
Oh, somebody
call 911.
Right?
Somebody call 911.
But I'm just saying, like, if they're pulling me out and what's discussed don't need to be discussed. He's not here anymore, right? Would you turn around and be like, "Well, that boy's cold. He won't be coming back. Tonight we got music with Julian." And next.
I didn't know what to say.
You feel me? Next.
But he definitely didn't deserve to say that. He did not. He lost his integrity when he said that about Max. So we want that business shut down. Yes.
We don't want that business in our community, because if a black death is so frivolous to you like that, to the point where you could promote a show that same night and continue to go on and party like it wasn't nothing, then we don't want nothing from you, and you shouldn't get nothing from us, and you shouldn't be around us in our community.
That's right.
Because we're nothing to you.
That's right.
And that's basically the attitude that we see from this guy while we up there protesting. I understand why he would feel the way he is, and I'm talking about Bob.
Right.
I can understand how he would feel like, "Yo, these people are outside my house, this, that, and the third. What are they doing? Or what are they outside of my establishment? What are they doing? All this." But then you're feeding everything that we know to be true. You're letting us know that you are who we perceived you to be on the video, because you're doing exactly the things that you're doing, coming over there, trying to intimidate people and trying to talk crazy and stuff to incite the people while we standing there doing a peaceful protest, and then turn around and try to call the police on us. Like, it's wild. And to me, if somebody really was that passionate or cared that much for their friend, they wouldn't act like that to friends of their friend that want to know what happened to their friend. He would be on the porch talking to everybody. "Hey, this is what happened. We didn't have any type of deal. We didn't do anything wrong." But then again, if that's true, then how did this man end up upside down in the kitty slab, regardless, on your property, and sit out there 12 hours and nobody knows? Again, even with all of that, it's still something fishy.
So that is what we're talking about today. So there is a fundraiser set up for Max. Let's give the link really fast.
I don't have the link. Actually, the link was on my phone, so
and all of our phones are watching.
Yes, so
I will post the link.
Yes, ma'am.
To Detroiters United Radio Broadcast.
Yes, we got the
group
GoFundMe.
page.
We got the GoFundMe, and we also got the petition to shut down the shack. I think last time I looked at it, it might have been like 600 or 700 people that signed it. So, please, sign that, so we can get this done. I mean, at the end of the day, whatever he has to deal with, he has to deal with. What we're trying to do, we're trying to get this establishment shut down, so it won't be any type of other incidents like that
Absolutely.
up there. You know what I'm saying, or any incidents like I said the other day, in a live or what I was talking, and I was like, do we have to go up there for a child? Does a child have to pass up there?
Right.
Does a woman have to pass up there before we look at this place and be like, this is not something that
That's
we
right.
should have in our community?
You gotta
period.
take it more serious than that.
Especially when it's called a holistic healing center.
Yeah, it's supposed to be healing people.
You know what I'm saying?
But you got dead men showing up on the grounds, and that's not integrity for a business owner.
And you joke about
even if he didn't know Max, it wasn't cool for him to joke about the passing of that young man. Even if he didn't know Max, even if he had not been in our community for all of these years, if we had not been supporting him with our dollars and our talents for all of these years, it was not integral, and it was not cool. It was not respectful of the dead. It was not respectful at all. And therefore, because we are activists of our community, and just like we build our community up, we also have to be ready to make those decisions to tear down those things that do not benefit us as a community, as an artist community, as a black community, as the city of Detroit.
Yep.
And that's just the bottom line right there. So
and it was like he called him a boy, like it, like
it was a lot of things.
It was Malcolm and Martin. They marched, preached, protested, and gave they lives. So we wouldn't be called boys.
Yeah. Once you become a man, you're no longer a boy.
So I said that boy or that man needs some justice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's what they called him.
And boy is a slave. It's a slave.
It's a lot. It's a
derogatory.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, everybody that I done ran into, Dinah, just in the streets, or just people that knew that I was, like spearheading this or behind it, or had anything to deal with it. Like everybody that I talked to, they was like, "Yo, man, what?"
Yeah, that was out of order.
Like that was, oh man, that was
out of order.
cold.
That shook me up.
That was like, ooh, like, you know what I'm saying? So you just
that thing shook us up.
we looking like, man, if that was any one of y'all family members, like we from the black community, we know the ills in the black community.
Yeah.
We know what we deal with. You know what I'm saying? And we all got it.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, this is something that you seen, and you sat there and watched it. And it was just like, yo, I'm just saying, would you want to go up there and get a vegan burger now?
Yeah. No,
you know what I'm saying?
not going up there ever.
Right. Would you want to chill up there and get a smoothie? You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying?
Shoot, so, you can forget it.
And that's just like we done been to clubs where situations that happen at certain situations.
Yeah,
like many years ago, you know what I'm saying? My man's got killed in the club. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like we don't want to go and patronize that place. Mm-hmm. We don't want that place to be open. We don't want that. We want that place shut down, because my thing is, if that situation happened, if we didn't do what we did, Mac's situation nobody would have said anything about it.
Yeah.
It'd have just been a folklore that we all talked about.
Yeah.
It'd have been the legend of Max Julian's, and did you hear what happened to him? Oh man, that was crazy.
Yeah, but we're about that action.
You know what I'm saying? But no.
We're about these artists, we're about that action.
You know what I'm saying? No.
We're gonna serve, but we're also gonna protect our community.
You know what I'm saying?
We're going to use our funds, and we're going to use our power, our resources, in order to begin to protect our community.
And it's like,
necessary.
It's like, my thing is, like, do that somewhere else. Go to
No, don't do that. Don't do that anywhere.
Right, for sure.
Don't do that.
For
You
sure.
know.
Right. I'm just saying, get out of the we don't want none of that. I just say, get it out of there. Shut it down. You know what I'm saying? What business does that?
No business.
What business does that to their patrons?
No human,
what business
good human being does that.
Would you be? I'm just saying. Just imagine you at Target, you fall out, and the manager of Target or the owner of Target just happened to be there. He's like, well, she's cold. You know, she ain't coming back.
Nice.
Hey, you know what? We got a hot sale on toys on aisle 4. Meet me down on aisle 3 for the towels.
Terrible,
you know,
you
know what I mean? Like, wow.
Listen, brother, that's our time, y'all. It's 3 p.m. I'd like to thank both of you. This was a powerful show. This was a powerful show.
Justice for Max.
Justice for Max. Make sure that you reach out to Max's family. We send our condolences to the Williams Green family. We also send our condolences to the Julian family. Max, Julian, thank you. Let's take this out with some Super MC, y'all. We love y'all, Detroit. Peace, love, and light. Hey Detroit, it's your girl Queen Dinah over here at Worldwide Core Radio. Catch my pop-up appearances on the Goddess Hour from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Thursday. Yeah, peace.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Those this weary. That's what Deshaun used to say. We tell lies on the stand. Yeah, the truth at the bar. Yeah, this that Tony and Manny getting money, we gleaming. Minus that Seidel bump to him sleeping with Gina. Scarface demeanor, New Jacks, we dreaming. I see it. Nino before the grip, cancel that. A G money smoking on that Pookie. It's a whole new beginning. We winning. We the Legion.